Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you along. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Kramer. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Ohio State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out.
Impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
To the ground with the back. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Burks. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right at the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy downs, that running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Buckeyes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. Look, got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
When you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over TCU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. Put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
Hand off from the shotgun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Kramer. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. All wideouts, no backs. A hot route. He's looking to pass. Be right with him to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Burks. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. There's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Barmore. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Give to the big fullback. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Burks. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Makes the catch. It's Cummings. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Running it to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And the explosive play. 24.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll try the toss to the left. Gets it past the marker. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Burks. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. Third down play from the gun. He'll take another shot here. Snags it inside the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. Done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. The pitch to the left. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Burks. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. The play action fake. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Toss sweep to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll toss it to the left. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big game. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Toss sweep right. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Gets the back moving, trying to beat him to the left. He has the first and still on his feet. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they... The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you...
Going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. There he goes. He's at the and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot. Defensive side of the ball.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tennessee. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything.
They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to... Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Burks. Fires toward the target. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Uncorks it. Complete in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They try to get it outside on the left. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Motion from the back. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.